Hello and welcome again to another episode. Wow, another episode. It's only been a few days since the last episode. Well, here it is, another episode of Crocker's Corner. We are back and we're going to do this a little more frequently, coming to you live from the Crocker Studios, also known as my basement. Crocker's Corner, episode 8. I'm Jake Crocker. So welcome. As we discussed before, I don't want to leave you hanging, I promise. I had a mask, a plethora of masks since we're still in COVID. I promised I'd wear this one. This is curtains from Lady Nolan's Cajun Cafe, my little Cajun restaurant. And the curtains are always a little long. So during our downtime, my mother, showing off her sewing skills, took the front curtains, and then she took our back curtains, the gold ones, for the inside liner, more silky. It was great, and made the staff masks with them. So authentic Lady Nolan's Cajun Cafe mask. I don't know, only limited edition. I think only a few are left, and honestly, knowing how much my staff loses them, that might be the only one. So. Also in 80's nostalgia mode, completely unintended, but we are in an era. It's called 2020, and what did I think that everybody think would be happening in 2020? Everybody be into everything that happened in 1985. So here's your Ferris Bueller shirt. I have a Cobra Kai shirt because my regulars and staff at the restaurant are all into Cobra Kai now. It's going on to Netflix. They think it's this new hot thing they discovered, which I had informed them it was already on YouTube, and I watched the first 2 seasons, and then it gets Netflix, and everybody's all over it. But it's a great series, and let's not forget all the great 80's nostalgia. We got Transformers movies, and we got Karate Kid, and we've got all kinds of crazy stuff. So who knows? Switching over here, we got a few things to talk about today, including a big announcement at the end, so stay tuned, because we're going to try to keep this one, unlike last time, to 7 minutes or so. The best 7 minutes or so you'll see all day. Last time we doubled it. That's good. A lot to talk about. But there is an announcement coming up at the end. But I do want to touch on social media trends, because, hey, social media is crucial for small businesses and your own personal networking. And because everything is a story these days, even LinkedIn has gotten into the story game. So the Snapchat legacy continues, where Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn now have your 24-hour stories that go away. And I like the stories. They're great. They're great. It's a little overkill. Once we get to Twitter stories, it's going to be we've jumped the shark. I'm gonna think so. Mark my words. When Twitter comes out with stories, because if LinkedIn came out with stories, certainly it's a possibility of Twitter come out with stories. When Twitter comes out with stories, we officially jumped the shark. Speaking of another 80's reference, that would be anybody? Yes, Happy Days. Happy Days, when you knew the series was done, when Fonzie water skied in his leather jacket, jumped over sharks. If you didn't know what that phrase means, that's what that means. And that means it's over. Pack it up. It's officially jumped the shark. Continued in social media, many of you small businesses are operating your small business through social media. You've got to have, crucial is your Facebook and your Instagram page, and they've changed the whole new page manager system just a couple of days ago. So they've linked the Instagram and Facebook into one page manager, which you can manage simultaneously. I've been playing with it. Seems to work. I didn't really have a problem with the old way, but it's Facebook, so once you get used to something, they'll change it. So I can see where I'll be more efficient. We'll revisit that in a couple months, where I'll be like, no, it was terrible the old way, and this perfect this way, and it was long overdue. So getting to my big announcement, I'd like to announce officially, and we'll put it on the screen, Ashlor. What is Ashlor? Ashlor is my new consulting business, partnering up with my old friend Charles Colley. He's been doing his thing for a while. In addition to my restaurants, I've been doing my consulting thing here and there for a while, but now we've merged, joined forces, launched a new brand, Ashlor, ASHELORE.com. Ashlor.com is our website. You can follow us. This is just out. The name's pretty interesting. You'll see that information on the website. I'll probably talk about it again in the next video. But it's a branding and culture. Brand and culture. We're here to define, align, and then refine your brands. And of course, I have a sense of experience in that, and so does Charles. My thing is more the what we call the external branding. Helping create brands, build brands, revive brands. Charles, who's terrific, it comes in and really helps get your team on board with the direction we're going, and more internal branding, setting the culture up, and getting everyone on the same page. Because in business, if not everyone's on the same page, how are you supposed to get anything done? So that's what we're here to do, and you'll be hearing more about that. Probably a whole separate video about that. So we're excited. Once again, Ashlor, I'm going to put it right here. See, I filmed this before I put the graphics. So the graphic is going to go right there and gone. So welcome to the world, Ashlor LLC. Ashlor.com is the name. Well, that's the big announcement. And hey, guess what? We're coming up on 7 minutes. And if you're not already bored, well, you're going to get there sooner or later. So this shout out goes to the tens of people that liked the last video. And hey, look, we're still in COVID time. It's now reached the upper echelons of our government, so we'll see what happens there. Should be make for an interesting election. Be cool to each other, speaking of elections. Look, everybody's got a right to their opinion. Let's just be cool. It's just, it's gotten very negative. It got very negative 4 years ago, and let's not do it this year. And just remember, people are people. They're entitled to their opinion, and let's not tear each other apart, man. Let's not do it. It's not good. It's a time for coming together. Please, America, let's come together. We cannot do this thing divided, especially in this time when there's a pandemic, and so much needs to happen. Let's unite. Let's fight to unite each other for our country, the United States of America. And we can all live a better life, honestly, if we're just not battling each other on Facebook and Twitter all day. I mean, it doesn't accomplish anything. That's my little preach. That's my preaching, my little sermon. That's my preaching for today. Be cool, stay safe. I'll see you next time. Once again, Jake Crocker of Crocker's Corner, episode 8. Thanks for tuning in.